16 years. 16 years since we last saw Arsenal play in the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League. 16 years. I was 1 year old. Am I living in another universe? Hello? Arsenal in the semi-finals of the fucking Champions League? Would you believe this? The lineups have, of course, already been announced. Hello, everybody. This is your boy, Callan CMP here, back with yet another live stream. I've been live streaming on YouTube for the past 366 days now, since April the 28th, 2024. Yes, yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of when I first did a live stream. It was Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal in the Premier League. We won 3-2. Tottenham almost made a comeback. They were 3-0 down. They scored 2 more goals. No, in fact, they scored 2 goals because they didn't score any. So here we have this presenter who is behind the PSG supporters. She looks really fit.
Here we go. This has never been heard before. Apparently he rarely plays it. It is just for us here. Exclusive.
So if we go to Arsenal,
thank you very much, Alex. I'm not sure that's too difficult to
in the 2008-09 Arsenal FC season, let's go to Champions League.
Into the dressing room for those final words from their captain, from their manager. But look at this.
The last time we played in a Champions League semi-final was against Manchester United on the 5th of May, 2009. I was 1 year and 2 months old, coming on to 1 year and 3 months.
So, yeah, look, there's a man there who's, like I said before, he's learning and loving his role.
Sure. Oh, my whole family have come in. Livyash27 says hi. That is Wayne Rooney. Right, let's go check the match facts. You playing FIFA? No, I'm not. I'm reacting to this.
Should we put the loose little Arsenal thing on?
Hello. Yeah, we got to. Someone said, hi, Daddy. Definitely Ivan on an alternative account. Definitely some sort of notes. Hi.
You have to know when to do it, right?
Anyways, let's look at the match stats. I can find any. Head to head. Here we go. So, this will be the 6th meeting between Arsenal and Paris SG, while the Gunners are unbeaten across the previous 5, 1, 2, drawn 3. That was meant to be Paris, not Paris. Arsenal are the opponent that the French side have faced the most times in European competition without ever winning. 5. Arsenal have already beaten Paris SG in the UEFA Champions League this season, winning 2-0 at the Emirates Stadium in the league phase last October. Only one English side have beaten Paris SG twice in a single edition of the competition. Manchester City in the 2020-21 semi-finals. 2-1 away, 2-0 at home. Paris SG have lost 5 of their last 6 away matches against English teams in the UEFA Champions League, 1-1, losing against 4 different opponents in this run. Manchester City twice, Arsenal, Newcastle and Aston Villa. This will be just the third UEFA Champions League semi-final tie to see two Spanish managers face off against each other. So as you can see here, we've got Baloo in his little supporters tie, looking smart as ever.
Good job, Baloo.
No, Ennas, I've never eaten a woodpecker, and I...
Who the hell is asking you that? Is that Ivan?
No, hang on a second. No, it's not. It's not Ivan. Definitely some kid stole their parents' account and wrote that. I mean, if I was some sort of extraterrestrial human being, you don't know me, of course I don't, and I don't know you, but I was guessing, judging the profile picture. Anyways, this will be just the third UEFA Champions League semi-final tie to see two Spanish managers face off against each other. Mikel Arteta with Arsenal and Luis Enrique with Paddy SG. After Carlos, how do you say it? Rexach of Barcelona versus Vicente Del Bosque of Real Madrid in 2001-02. And Pep Guardiola of Bayern Munich versus Luis Enrique of Barcelona in 2014-15. Arsenal are unbeaten in their last 8 games in the UEFA Champions League, won 7, drew 1. This is their second longest run without defeat within a single edition, following a 12-game streak in 2005-06, won 8, drew 4, when they achieved their only final appearance in the competition, finished as runners-up. Arsenal have been ahead on the scoreboard for 53% of their total match time in the UEFA Champions League this season, the highest percentage of any team. Meanwhile, only Internazionale, 1%, have been behind for a lower percentage of their game time than the Gunners, 6%, who haven't trailed at any point in the knockout stages this term, versus PSV and Real Madrid. 87% of Paddy SG's pressures in the UEFA Champions League this season have been applied with high intensity, the highest percentage of any team. Meanwhile, midfielder João Neves, 715, is the player with the most high-intensity pressures applied in the tournament this term. Bukayo Saka has scored 9 goals and made 6 assists in 16 appearances in the UEFA Champions League for Arsenal. Mum, stop doing that, it's very irritating. This is already the most goal involvements for an English player in their first 2 seasons in the competition, and the most by a winger in their first 2 since Sadio Mane. 16 across 2017-18 and 2018-19. Ousmane Dembele has been directly involved in 10 goals in the UEFA Champions League this season, 7 goals, 3 assists, and could equal the record for most goal involvements by a Paddy SG player in a single edition, currently held by Kylian Mbappe, 11 in 2020-21, 8 goals, 3 assists. Paddy SG have 4 different players averaging 2+ completed dribbles per 90 in the UEFA Champions League this season. Doué, 3.1, Kvaratskhelia, 2.7, Barcola 2.6 and Dembele 2.2, the most on a single team, a minimum of 300 minutes played. Indeed, Paddy SG's total of 190 completed dribbles is the most in a single edition since Barcelona in 2014-15, 238, who were also managed by Luis Enrique. Alfie Smith says, may God continue to bless you all and all of your close ones. Livyash27, I apparently remind them as their teacher. Maybe you're looking at one of his secretly made minions. Adil Pafan says, what are your thoughts about Barca this year? Can they win the treble? Well, I haven't really been paying attention to what Barcelona have been doing. Maybe I should. as they are a bit of a dangerous team to come up against. Well, in fact, they are a very dangerous team to come up against. I don't know why I said that completely different. Last time we played PSG was 6 months ago.
Did we win?
Riddler69 says, hi, hello to you too, Riddler69. Welcome to the live chat. Arsenal 2, PSG 0. 1st of October 2024.
Arsenal 2, PSG what?
0. We beat them last time. Enna says, what's the biggest animal you could catch from a 3rd floor window? I don't know.
It's just taken a while for the team to start to provide them.
6 minutes to go. Are you an Arsenal supporter? Yes, I am a Dilpa fan. Anyways, Arsene Wenger's there. He was the last manager that got Arsenal to the semi-final stage of the Champions League. We crashed out to Manchester United. No, this is the semi-finals. Would you rather walk around Brixton alone at night or call someone a slur on the internet with the fear of being reported to Scotland Yard? Not really any of the above, says Danny. Danny Dior is the one that wrote that. Aaron Kelly says, come on PSG. That's a surprise to see Aaron Kelly comment on my live stream. In fact, I'm going to see if he's live streaming himself. This tie looks tough for Arsenal. PSG have been in great form this year. Neo says happy Down Syndrome Day. Might be Down Syndrome Day.
Who? What are they singing? Cameron, what are they singing?
It's their own version of You'll Never Walk Alone. What's worse, Luton or Blackpool, says Danny Dior. I don't know. Would you rather have one giant toe or 100 toes? Too many toes versus one giant toe. What would you go with, Mum?
Have attended the coronation of a rival.
Oh Christ, I don't know because I hate feet.
In 2006,
One giant toe.
5 years ago,
Well, you need feet to walk, Mum.
Yeah.
Barcelona beat Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey final of 2025. Barcelona 3, Real Madrid 2 in El Clasico.
Can I borrow your charger in a minute? Just like a brief second.
Okay, I might give you it. Anyways, to whoever is watching the live stream, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Would you rather have more migrants or more Brits? I can't really comment on that. Just to keep the peace, yes. Would you rather be able to swim like a dolphin or peel bananas with your feet like a monkey?
Who is writing this?
Enna's.
Are you sure that's not open?
I don't know. Fatality says, is there a lot of crime? Well, there's crime in all the countries in the world. I think the least comes from the United Arab Emirates, as Dubai is a very safe place to stay at. Just imagine not feeling safe in Dubai. That's a 1 in a million chance. And my dog is playing dead now, so if any of you would like to see, I'll show you. Currently, I'm going to tell you how many subscribers I'm on. Do you own a gun? No, I don't, but my dad owns a shotgun and a... What? Why not? You can't feel safe in the UK anymore. Couldn't agree with you more, Danny Dior. It's become a third world country. 15,950 59 subscribers is what I am currently on. No, I didn't shoot my dog. He's asleep. Here he is. If he was dead, you'd be seeing him in a pool of blood. Look at him. He is gorgeous. Blue. Blue. See, look. He's alive. So David Raya is in goal. Lewis Geddy, Kiwior, Saliba and Timber at the back four. Marino, Rice and Odegaard in the middle three. Martinelli on the left. Saka on the right. And Trossard up front. Substitutes Neto, Setford, Tierney, White, Zinchenko, Sterling, Butler, Oyedeji, Henry, Francis, Cabia and Nwaneri. What's the biggest animal you could catch if it was fired at you from a circus cannon? Well, if it was smaller than me, there'd be a high chance of me grabbing it. I'm not sure, Enners. You're asking me some really interesting questions. And I am intrigued. Make sure to like the live stream if you haven't and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I need to get more subscribers as I'm currently going on a downfall. I'm gonna be no longer at 15,900 subscribers. Donnarumma in goal. Nuno Mendes, Pacho, Marquinhos and Ashraf Hakimi at the back four. Fabian, Vitinha and João Neves in the middle three. Not really. Kvaratskhelia on the left. Doué on the right and Ousmane Dembele up front. I think I could catch an octopus. Safanov, Tenas, Kimpembe, Gonzalo Ramos, Lee, Lucas Hernandez, Mayulu, Barcola, Zaire, Emery, Lucas Beraldo and Mbaye as the substitutes. Luis Enrique, a former Barcelona coach. He's led his team to the semi-finals of the Champions League, so he's still got good tactics. Would you rather 1,488 HH or both? I'm not sure what that means, Mum.
I don't know either.
I didn't realise... Oh, we got a 1 minute silence. I don't know what that means. Reported to Scotland Yard. Oh, in memory of Pope Francis, a man of justice and peace. Got to stay silent here. They just had a minute's silence for Pope Francis. A lot of people think he was a good man. Here we go. This is Arsenal's biggest game. Can you ask your mum whether she would rather have tentacles like an octopus or a tongue like a frog? Well, she's got a very slivery tongue, so I'm not surprised. Who do you think will win the match, says Kay. Hopefully Arsenal. PSG apparently are really good, so...
What's your score prediction, Callum?
I don't have one because I don't play FIFA anymore.
Oh, well, what do you think? Like, what's your gut thing?
I don't know. Hopefully 2-0 at least.
Okay.
Here we go. The game is underway. 16 years we have waited to play in a Champions League semi-final. It's Paris Saint-Germain, the team we are facing. April 29th, 2025 is going to be a big game. It's going to be a big day.
If we win this, who do we face in the final?
Okay, so if we win,
yeah.
Let's hope I don't miss anything. I'm going to keep looking. Here's Bukayo Saka and Timber's coming in, but PSG still have it. There's the danger man, Ousmane Dembele.
Stuttered a little. There was a narrative in the French press that maybe we've seen the peak of PSG for this season. Not just one of their last 4 games.
We won last time. Hopefully we'll be stronger. Hopefully we'll shrug off the memories of a 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace, which subsequently led to Liverpool beating Tottenham 5-1 and claiming their 20th Premier League and 20th title. I've been an Arsenal fan for 8 years. Respect to you. I've been a fan for 7, just before the 2018 World Cup in Russia. I hope also, but there's 44% Arsenal will win and 27% for PSG. So that's really good. Here's Donnarumma. PSG cannot afford to make a mistake at the back. The PSG fans already vibrant in the 2nd minute, already ecstatic, excited. So many emotions. Now William Saliba, he's made 2 mistakes at the back. One against Real Madrid, the other against Crystal Palace. He's really, to be honest, been getting on my nerve, William Saliba.
Why is that?
If he hadn't made that mistake against Crystal Palace, we wouldn't have failed to win the match.
Is he Arsenal, is he?
He's Arsenal. He's from France. You know Chris, my music teacher?
Yeah.
He has kind of similar hair, but he's younger. He's a younger version of Chris Hoban for some reason. He's got elements. Kvaratskhelia to Dembele.
What they want to do. This is what their game, a lot of it is based upon, is possession-based football.
Here we go. This is bad for Arsenal. It's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia.
Oh, no.
There's a shot. No!
Oh, you're joking.
4 minutes. 4 minutes and we've conceded. You are kidding me. And of course it's Ousmane Dembele. Arsenal 0,
What
PSG
were they
1.
thinking? Oh my god, that is just so bad.
Can you switch to the snooker, please? I'm not going to switch to the snooker. Already 4 minutes in, they're setting off flares, the PSG fans. We're 1-0 behind in the first 4 minutes. My sweaty bum crack. No, but my bum crack's feeling like that now. I knew it. As soon as Kvaratskhelia was on the ball, I knew what was going to happen. Dembele plays a 1-2 with Kvaratskhelia. First time left-footed finish, off the post and in. It's Arsenal 0, Paris Saint-Germain 1. Luis Enrique celebrates with his staff members. 25th goal of the calendar year. This guy is something else. It's a good finish by Ousmane Dembele. Don't worry, we've got a lot of time. A lot of time to get back. We just cannot mess up at the back.
The way he turned without any pressure on him or the ball. You're asking for problems at any time in the game, let alone after 3 minutes.
Luis Enrique seems to be making his mission to remove English teams from the Champions League this season. So he's seen off Liverpool, he's seen off Aston Villa. Came from 2 behind to beat Manchester.
He's already knocked out English teams in the Champions League this season. Will Arsenal be another? We beat them 2-0 last time, like I said before. Hopefully we can score here to get things back on level terms. The referee's blown his whistle and I don't know what it is for, as the camera was focusing on the PSG supporters. So Arsenal prepared to take the throw-in to get back on level terms. This is one of the earliest goals I've seen Arsenal concede. It's unacceptable. I know it's PSG, But Arsenal have been doing well. Martinelli heads it on. We got to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. We're second once again in the Premier League. And we've beaten the likes of PSG and Real Madrid to get to this stage. 4 minutes in, we're 1-0 behind. What for? That's not a foul.
Look on Declan Rice's face when the yellow card was produced.
Jurrien Timber with an alleged foul on Nuno Mendes. Vitinha is going to leave this for Donnarumma to take. Boos from the Arsenal fans ring around the Emirates Stadium as they believe that PSG are time wasting. Long ball from Donnarumma. Timber tries to head it away. It's headed on by Rice. Odegaard trying to get to it. PSG have possession back. There's Donnarumma. Pacho to Nuno Mendes. Arsenal try and get it back but fail. Vitinha past Jurrien Timber. It's Kvaratskhelia. Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz finds Marquinhos, the captain. Doué. Oh my god, he's past Marino. He's going to score a solo goal here. The Arsenal defenders are like bots in that situation. Jesus Dembele looking for another. He's chipped it to Nuno Mendes and David Raya grabs. Jurrien Timber. Saliba, I swear if he made another mistake at the back, I would have killed him. I'd have jumped through the screen and I would have killed him. We need to move the ball upfield, not pass it around. Because when we were doing that, both times from William Saliba, we gave a goal away. Lewis Skelly finds Declan Rice. That is a lovely ball. It's controlled well by Marino. Gabriel Martinelli faced by Marquinhos and Achraf Hakimi. Martinelli out for a corner. Roars from the Arsenal crowd ring out. Now Arsenal, we are the corner merchants. We've got a great set piece coach. Declan Rice is walking towards the ball. 5 people watching. 1 like. We're 29 minutes into the stream. 10 minutes into the game. And we have the chance to get back on level terms here. William Saliba is there. So are many other Arsenal players. Trossard, Timber, Martinelli, Jakub Kiwior there. In it comes. Headed on. Saka's there. And it's going to be cleared away. Trossard giving chase. But so is the speedy Moroccan, Achraf Hakimi. And Trossard has been shown a yellow card. Brandished by the referee unexpectedly. Is this a foul? Mum, I was speaking to you.
Oh, I didn't watch. Okay,
Here we go. Is this a yellow card?
No.
I really thought you were going to say yes, as that
No.
looked a bit like a push.
No.
Yellow card, not Clapton.
And a yellow card though is a bit harsh, isn't it?
I think what he's cautioning was
I mean, we're only 11 minutes into the game. PSG have been holding on to their lead for the past 7 minutes. And already, things have started to get a bit nasty in terms of the referee's eyes, from what he sees. Kvaratskhelia finds Ousmane Dembele. It's Doué. Hakimi making a run, trying to make himself available. Doué with a scuffed effort. And David Raya saves.
the statistical gurus have 10,000 different projections of what might happen in the Champions League from here on in.
Here's William
The
Saliba.
Arsenal favourites to win the tournament. Go to your local bookmakers. Barcelona occupy that position, of course, for Inter tomorrow.
Barcelona or Inter Milan, they'll be one of those teams will face us in the final if we knock out PSG. Here is Pacho to Marquinhos. Vitinha to Pacho. Nuno Mendes. Ashraf Hakimi. Fabian. Marquinhos.
Kat, can I just borrow your thing for a minute?
Charger.
Yeah.
Sure. Kvaratskhelia. How is that a foul? How is that a foul from Urien Timber?
He did kind of grab hold. Oh, that is, yeah. That's so obvious. He just grabbed him.
Bullshit.
Eat your tooth.
I'm not touching my tooth. Here's Doué to Ashraf Hakimi on the turn. Vitinha to Marquinhos. I have a feeling that PSG could thrash us here. Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. The former Napoli man. Fuck. Go away.
I'll tell everyone you Helen, stop.
I've got biscuits here. Do you want one?
You little
Shut you
bugger.
up.
Okay.
The freedom to go past him and get into the box, and it makes it so difficult for the Arsenal defenders to pick up.
They've taken it short. Doué with some idiotic stepovers. In it comes. Clear away. Hakimi.
Ooh. I feel like they're going to score again.
Here he comes again. Hakimi into the area. Headed
Oh,
on. Good
Jesus.
save, David Raya. A second person's liked this live stream. Guys, make sure to like the live stream if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it.
And with pace, it's really difficult to keep up with him at the minute. Got to dig deep. Cannot afford to concede another one.
Controlled well by Martinelli. He's gone down. Arsenal get the free kick, and deservedly so.
Cheat, 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 cheat.
My mum's doing her fingernails here by the looks of it. Arsenal have had 33% ball possession. PSG have had 67. Long ball from David Raya. Far away from Mikel Merino's reach. PSG get the goal kick. There's the goal scorer, Ousmane Dembele. Kvaratskhelia on the left wing, enters the area, plays it to Dembele.
Oh, that was so unlucky. Like it.
Was a clever pass, but the finish first time, and he sort of guides it.
I think it bounced the ball.
He's got no chance. It's a magnificent start. It really is. Paris Saint-Germain.
There you go. I finished that for a
Arteta ain't
minute.
having that, thank you, mum. No one touches my charger. Hakimi clears the ball away from Martinelli. Marino challenging it. Vitinha to Hakimi. Here come PSG again. This could be double trouble for the Gunners. Ousmane Dembele to Fabian.
once more.
Kvaratskhelia, who got the assist for Dembele's goal. Kvaratskhelia goes down. No penalty, PSG, says the referee. And we're happy with that.
Spread his arms wide and said play on.
Judging by the player's reaction, I think that's always important to do that. He's adamant that he thinks he should have a penalty.
Here's Saka. Trossard gives chase, but so does Marquinhos. Donnarumma to Pacho. Donnarumma. Kvaratskhelia. How? Timber with another foul. This time on Kvaratskhelia, the man from Georgia. Mum, was this a foul? Oh no, they haven't showed it again.
Arsenal defenders. Referee's having a word with the captain there, Marquinhos, and there's the foul there that he thinks it is. Yes, his arm is around him, he's asking for trouble in doing that, but he does go down very easily.
Doesn't look like it.
What the referee's looking at is, he's looking at this ball in natural.
Timber.
Natural fall. And what he does, the attacker puts his arm in the air, and that's normally a telltale sign for the referee that he's actually simulating. He's trying to tell the referee that it's a free kick. But what I didn't like is his reaction after after the contact. He's running at the referee. He probably deserved the yellow card for the sentence.
William Saliba. David Raya. Boots it long. Saka gives chase, but Nuno Mendes heads it away. Pacho to Marquinhos. He plays it to Ashraf Hakimi. Vitinha. Doué back to Vitinha. Vitinha was formerly a player of Wolverhampton Wanderers, so it's a surprise to see him in PSG colours. Nuno Mendes. He's got Kvaratskhelia as an obvious option, and he has picked him out. Ruiz. Past Bukayo Saka. Back to Kvaratskhelia. Now Fabian Ruiz again. PSG kind of playing in some sort of formation by the looks of it. William Saliba tries to keep it alive for the Gunners. PSG retain possession. Why are you doing that, Lewis Skelly? We're inside the 20th minute, and the Gunners are trailing 1-0 to the French giants PSG. How is that a foul? This referee, he's got brain damage. He went for the ball.
Yeah, he did. That wasn't...
I bet Timber's gonna...
No. Can you just plug it in?
It's not an easy one for
No,
him.
I ain't plugging it in. You do that.
Now speaking to the two skippers. Gabriel, of course,
Good girl.
on the lengthy list of those unavailable for Arsenal this evening.
You've killed my dog, Arsenal.
He's not.
Look what you've done.
Giving up the will to live because we're playing so shit.
To the bench, but
Come on. Blue. Blue, wake up.
the other player that they lost who's
Can you get him up here?
No, Don, he's sleeping.
The absence of party is Jorginho. This season.
Experience as well, and we keep hold of that ball as well, and certainly what they need at this moment in time is just to hang on to the ball, Arsenal, for a minute or two, because they haven't seen a lot of it. And a tough opening 20 minutes.
Oh.
Headed away by Timber. Rice. Through for Martin
ball.
Odegaard. The
Brilliant
flag has
ball.
stayed down. Here's our captain. To Saka.
Come on,
Lovely
Saka!
footwork. Comes
Shoot,
out to
come on.
Marino.
Come on,
Odegaard
yeah, lad.
with the
Come
cross.
On.
Marino's there.
What now?
How? This referee just gives everything to PSG. Arteta sarcastically applauds. This is one of the worst referees I've ever seen. Now Marino has fallen victim to him. It's the 22nd minute and the Gunners are trailing 1-0 to PSG. He did get a touch, Jakub Kiwior. But he stayed on his feet. If he fell down, then fair enough. It would look more like a free kick. Headed on by Martinelli.
It's the third time Arsenal have appeared in a Champions League semi-final. It's in 2006 against Villarreal, and into the final against Barcelona. Then by Manchester United in 2009.
16 years ago was when we last played in a Champions League semi-final. Mikel Merino to Bukayo Saka. Saka to Urien Timber. Bukayo Saka into the box. Comes out. Martinelli with the cross. Trossard's there. PSG will get it away. Lewis Skelly outpaced by Ashraf Hakimi. Lewis Skelly goes down. That is an Arsenal free kick. 23 minutes in. We've got the chance to boot this into the box and get a head on it. We are, of course, the set-piece merchants. I think it's Hakimi who committed the foul.
As he has done for large parts of the first 22 minutes. Got tight on him and didn't let him get away with the ball at all.
A couple of incidents that have got the crowd a bit more engaged again.
Absolutely. It's what's needed. Let them settle and let them play. They've got some wonderful players gifted on the ball who are very, very good. If you give them the time, and that's the key. If you give them
Blue,
the time, you can't allow them. You've got to get time.
come here. We've got a free kick. We've got a chance. Martin Odegaard, do what you need to do. Send your recruits into a good position. Here we go. Martin Odegaard takes. Headed on. Good save by Gianluigi Donnarumma, and it was Jakub Kiwior who scored from a set piece against Crystal Palace that had the chance to equalise for PSG. Was he offside though, Jakub Kiwior? That's a long ball by Gianluigi Donnarumma, headed away by Urien Timber. Martin Odegaard. Bukayo Saka trying to get past Fabian Ruiz. Ruiz with a good challenge. It's an Arsenal throw-in.
Just to a challenge, you know, a tough, hard challenge.
Martin Odegaard. Urien Timber. Odegaard does well. Past Kvaratskhelia. He's still up against him, actually. He plays it to Declan Rice. William Saliba. Raya. Martinelli. Lovely touch, but he's offside. He's very frustrated by the decision. Let's see this again. Raya. Yeah, Martinelli did look offside there. I think it was the right call. Nuno Mendes. Oh, lovely from Marino. Odegaard now. Rice to Marino. That was just an awful pass from Mikel Merino. I think he ruined something that he literally started very well.
Hakimi.
Here goes Ashraf Hakimi. And we haven't dispossessed him. This is bad. João Neves to Kavicha Kvaratskhelia with the shot. Good save from David Raya. He is keeping us in it.
Great option for them with the width that he gives them.
It was deflected on by Urien Timber, Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice. Urien Timber. Marino.
Trossard.
Leandro Trossard to Gabriel Martinelli against Hakimi. Miles Lewis Skelly to Leandro Trossard. Trossard.
Oh.
Well, what kind of cross was that?
Just can't get enough on it. Trying to
Let's see how much percent this phone has got.
You've
58%.
got loads, and you can have it back in a minute.
I know. Only one person is watching, and there's 2 people that have liked this live stream. Donnarumma to take this goal kick. Timber looking to get it back in Arsenal's possession. Headed on by Odegaard, but there was Fabian Ruiz. João Neves to Dembele. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz.
Dembele there, you can see him just to the right of the centre circle. Look how many bodies are actually ahead of him. And then he turns and spins in behind. Such a dangerous and clever player to pick up. And they work so well off him. It's difficult to mark.
Uptick in his goal scoring prowess.
Here's Fabian Ruiz.
Best of the season before this year was 14. He's got 30.
Dembele. Raya. Saliba, I swear if you mess it up again. Lovely. Saka. Now Urien Timber. Oh, that was a good move. I think Arteta was frustrated there. I could see some very aggressive arm throwing. Saliba. Marino. To Raya. Miles Lewis Skelly. To Marino. Rice.
Whoa.
Just get the
They're
ball
really
away.
pushing us back, aren't they?
Saliba.
You can see.
Timber. Now Miles Lewis Skelly to Martin Odegaard. Rice. Jakub Kiwior, long ball. That was absolutely awful. Absolutely awful from Jakub Kiwior. And now PSG have an easy throw-in. There's Arsene Wenger. He wouldn't let this happen. He's the only team, he's the only manager, I think, that has gotten Arsenal to a Champions League final, and that was back in 2006. We lost that final to Barcelona 2-1. This is the second time in my lifetime that Arsenal have reached a Champions League semi-final. The first was in 2009, when I was only 1 year old. I was a toddler. We're officially half an hour into the game, and so far PSG lead Arsenal by 1-0 as of the 4th minute through Ousmane Dembele. The referee has stopped play here. Urien Timber looks to take this throw in. Marino looks like a good option, but now he's being pressed. Odegaard. Oh, lovely play from him, but Pacho gets in the way. PSG retrieve possession. Marino.
Grossing half hour of football at the Emirates Stadium.
João Neves. Plays it through to Dembele. He's got a good chance. Saliba pressing him. He's the only one that's trying to defend him, and Marino comes in. And Doué, good save. Fabian Ruiz on the right foot, off the post, and it's cleared away. He was offside. David Raya. His heroics are keeping Arsenal only 1 goal down. This is what Courtois was doing against us in the first leg of the Champions League quarter-finals. Doué with the shot. Raya saves, Fabian Ruiz comes in, but he's in an offside position. His effort hits the post. Doué came close to doubling PSG's lead.
That is a magnificent save, really is, to get that quick.
Luis Enrique applauds the PSG performance there.
That was close.
Saka heads it on, it's cleared away.
Again, the front three causing the havoc they are.
William Saliba.
So impressive.
Jurrien Timber. Pass blocked by Doué, but it comes out to Saliba. Now we get a throw-in. Here's Kvaratskhelia. Pacho to Marquinhos. Hakimi past Declan Rice. Kiwior with a good challenge, and here goes Gabriel Martinelli. What are you doing? Why didn't you fucking pass it? You better get the ball back. That's your own fault, Martinelli. You know, it's not even the PSG guy's fault. It's yours.
We know that Hakimi wants to get forward, but when he does
Yeah.
get forward and they lose the
Asshole.
ball, that means they are short at the back. And with the pace that
What a save, though, from David Raya, a man formerly of Brentford,
incredible save.
keeping that out.
Hugely important save, that is.
So, Vitinha is positioning the free kick. Tomorrow, Tuesday, 6th of May, Inter take on Barcelona. That's the second leg. Here is Doué to Ousmane Dembele.
Classic semi-final back in 2010 when Barcelona under Guardiola got Mourinho.
Here is Donnarumma. Marquinhos, long ball. Odegaard keeps on going. No foul, says the referee. Some Arsenal fans in the stands complaining. Long ball. Great one to Doué. Faced by Jurrien Timber. Enters the area. He's lost the ball there. And now Saka has it.
Cheer from the Arsenal fans.
Timber.
Flash, wasn't it, when the ball came to him, the little back heel.
Bukayo Saka.
It's over.
Free kick. Declan Rice. PSG have been dominating us. We've had only one effort in this game. Here's Bukayo Saka. Arsenal coming forward. This looks good. Trossard. Miles Lewis-Skelly goes down. Free kick for Arsenal. Conceded by João Neves. He's already been warned before.
He does well there, protecting the ball, Lewis-Skelly. He thinks if Neves is going to get to it, he has to foul him. Really clever play and a free kick in a dangerous position.
Martin Odegaard is going to be taking this free kick.
Electing operations from Mikel Arteta's dugout.
Timber, Trossard, Marino and Kiwior are all in a group. They're getting ready for Martin Odegaard to whip this in. Odegaard takes, headed away easily. That was a poor free kick. Bukayo Saka finds David Raya with a long ball. He's onside, surely. Chance! Chance! He's gone down.
Arsenal fans howl.
Mikel Merino's still down. The referee has stopped play. Are they going to check VAR for this?
The referee was actually pointing to the spot.
Has he pointed to the spot?
He was actually pointing to see he
What does
felt
that
as if he
mean?
won the ball.
It means if... Here we go, let's see this.
Mark Clattenburg, your view on this?
Yeah, I agree with Alan. Is the referee confuses the Arsenal fans by looking like he's pointing to the spot, but what you can clearly see is he's in a very good position that the defender clearly touches the ball before there's any contact on the forward.
Then that means it's not a penalty. I think that was a good tackle. Very good tackle from João Neves. Mikel Merino was almost there.
That brings forth the obligatory chart if you don't know what you're doing.
I don't think the referee will go to VAR for this. What's the point in us taking penalties when I keep seeing them miss? I think every time this season I've seen Arsenal take a penalty, we've missed it. Am I some sort of curse? Or am I just there at the wrong place at the wrong time? Last time that happened was a few days ago when Arsenal took on Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-finals. I keep butchering my words. Am I an idiot?
Escape to Declan Rice.
Declan Rice to Bukayo Saka. Saka. He's still going. Oh, good save, Gianluigi Donnarumma.
Yeah, why not? I'm not seeing too much of Saka. When we have, he's caused one or two problems.
Bukayo Saka went for it on his left foot. Some people could think that Donnarumma was going to spin it, but he didn't. Long ball from Donnarumma. Timber. Declan Rice looking for options. He's booted it long. Bukayo Saka looks to give chase. Pacho in an awkward position. Saka has picked it up. He still has it. Bukayo Saka to Marino. Leandro Trossard, the former Brighton man, finds Saka. Trossard. Saka. He's still got it. Bukayo Saka. And Martinelli was almost there. We're getting closer. I bet Arteta is loving this now. We're really showing PSG what we are made of. Lovely play from Bukayo Saka. I believe Gabriel Martinelli may have been offside there, so the goal wouldn't have counted. It's a good cross from Saka. Donnarumma misses it. Martinelli does get a touch. It's just wide of the target.
Very much. Free kick.
Just not being able to get into those positions quite enough, have they? Just to offer that threat.
She's game at Villa Park 2 weeks ago tonight was a pair of contrasting halves. At half-time, the Villa Park dressing room really had an effect on the course of that game, and maybe the last set of...
Oh my God, does Buddy take the free kick? I'm too excited. Long ball from David Raya. Marino's there. Chance! Oh, saved by Donnarumma. Trossard was there. We are getting closer and closer. PSG, I believe, are starting to panic here.
Back towards their own goal there. Got a lot to think
Or was he offside?
Tough one to handle.
Marino to Trossard. That would have been good with the back heel. Flicked it on. Over his head. Timber to Saka. Rice. Saka. Great defending from Kvaratskhelia. 7 against 7. He hands the ball to Timber. Declan Rice. Jurrien Timber. William Saliba. David Raya. Saliba. Raya. Saka. Up against Nuno Mendes.
That was a very unpopular call, and the frustration of Saka.
Saka's going to get shown a yellow card here. He is absolutely pissed off with that.
What happened?
Nuno Mendes, in the eyes of the referee, was fouled by Bukayo Saka. Here we go.
Mendes doesn't know he's that side, and then he has a little touch of him. That for me is not enough for him to go down. It really isn't. If he didn't think the penalty that he didn't get,
that was not a foul. Saka was in.
Yeah, but at least if he can play on, at least they've got the VAR to check it if anything happens. But like Alan said, that's a clear ball win and it's a great tackle.
Even Arteta's furious at that decision. I think Saka has been booked now. Yep, he has been shown a yellow card. We can't afford for Starboy Saka to be sent off. Mikel Merino needs to be careful. He plays it to William Saliba, who slips when he's playing it to Timber. Keeps it in play. Dispossessed by Kvaratskhelia. Past Saka. Up against Rice. Timber retrieves it for the Gunners. Here he goes. He's down. Arsenal free kick. This time the decision goes the Gunners' way. And a yellow card's been shown to Ashraf Hakimi. He'd be a good player to get sent off. He's a very speedy right back from Morocco. He helped his team get to the semi-finals of the 2022 World Cup.
He's making this a difficult game to referee. Really, really frustrating for players. It really is.
This ref is
Biased.
awful.
Long ball from
Rubbish.
David Raya. Headed away by Marquinhos. Here is Doué. It's a good challenge. And what's better is that it results in our throw-in.
He made it very difficult for himself when he put Trossard. Very
Raya.
I just got the feeling
Declan
he's
Rice.
gonna be one of those, and he is.
Finds Leandro Trossard. Dispossessed and Dembele was picking it up there. Here's Odegaard. Here we go again. Marino down. Arsenal gets yet another free kick.
Gives a yellow card for Trossard very early on then. Why isn't that a yellow card? And that's why it's so frustrating for these.
Jurrien Timber finds Bukayo Saka. Jurrien Timber finds William Saliba. We're coming to the end of the first half here. Here goes Miles Lewis Skelly. He plays it through. He's in. Martinelli. How have you not scored? How have you not scored? How have you not scored? How has Donnarumma saved that? How has Martinelli not scored? Lewis Skelly with a fantastic ball to Gabriel Martinelli, and really he should be making it 1-1. He was in the same position he was in when he scored against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. How on earth has Gabriel Martinelli not scored that? I would have scored that. My grandma would have scored that. And that's not an exaggeration. That should have been a goal. Bukayo Saka couldn't keep it in play. We're coming to the Last 10 seconds of the first half. The referee's going to blow his whistle. And that is half time.
Semi-final with Arsenal steadying themselves well.
Arsenal getting back to their best in this game. However, they trail by 1-0 thanks to Ousmane Dembele in the 4th minute. David Raya believes that his team can do it, and he has had a magnificent first half despite being the only keeper conceding in this game. He has kept the score at Arsenal 0, PSG 1. We've got 45 minutes to save ourselves. Now we've got to go through so many adverts. What did you think of the first half, Mum?
Oh, nerve-wracking, and the referee's dreadful.
At least he gave a yellow card to Ashraf Hakimi. He gave some things to us. How many fouls did we be subjected to? 8, but we've committed 11. There's been 19 fouls in the first half, so this is turning into a very dirty match.
If you can see how all of this fits together, we might have a chance.
Good luck. Final destination, Bloodlines.
Not another Final Destination.
Rule number 1. Never open the package.
What I never do.
What's your mission, man? Rule number 2. No names. Rule number 3. A deal is a deal and cannot be renegotiated.
Ready for your next mission. The new Volkswagen Transporter.
You know that being a soldier is exciting, but what you want to know is what's in it for me. Do you know how to do the sport I love? What's in it for me?
1-0. I believe that if we don't win this, I'll pin the blame on Gabriel Martinelli.
Yeah.
Because he should have scored that.
And with a share of £15.6 million to be won in the May draws, you could be next.
I just won the first goal lottery.
Twice. For the chance to win, sign up before midnight tomorrow.
Oh my god.
With a share of £15.6 million to be won, the next lucky winner could be you.
Whoa.
Is your draw in the draw?
Mustafi. Someone, I'm watching Lewis GLM's live stream. He's also an Arsenal fan. I'm actually going to turn it down. The audio on this isn't really good. Can I have something, please, Mum?
Can I get you some water?
Food related.
No, not food related.
Will get me hyped up.
Look at all the foxes.
When are you going to post next vid? Next week after the second ad.
I'm just trying to get his attention here.
Whose?
Oh, Lewis GLM. He's an Arsenal fan, content creator with 31,500 subscribers. I might just listen to some Wiley. This is Reload. This was from 2013. Theo Walcott, 108 goals, 67 assists for Arsenal legend.
Inside the party, jamming to my favorite songs. All the stars are on the ground right now, but that won't be for long. We go back up into the sky and shine. Put my high beam on. I'm lacking the batteries on. Looking into my eyes, I might want to talk and take a walk.
Apparently, Declan Rice, he may have been at fault for the first goal, as he really should have been marking Ousmane Dembele, but instead he decided to press Kvaratskhelia, which left Dembele open. And then the bounce there, it was a good idea to get the ball onto the ground. That would have made it harder for David Raya to save. He succeeded in doing so. That's why it's Arsenal 0, PSG 1 at half time.
I want this moment for life. So DJ reload it, says the host who's there on the mic. This game can be a good thing, only if the future's bright. That plane can be a good thing, that's why I'm always on flight.
Working all week, man, I could use a trick. Long as I'm with all my people, I don't care what club we hit. Make up drunk like it's similar. Last night was perfect after.
Clarence Seedorf's there. He's a 4-time UCL winner.
Can they do it on a cold, rainy night in Stoke?
Do you know John Legend's an Arsenal fan? Yeah. Guys, I hope you're saying some nice things in the chat soon. I just heard myself on the live chat. How funny is that? There's a lot of other comments that I see. Some guy called Tower Dollarman Abdullah Ibn Saad Ibn Abi Sar says, "What you staring at, you mug?" I'm staring at a TV with the Arsenal versus PSG game on. Cameron Price has joined as well.
Oh, hi,
So,
Cameron.
hi Cameron Price. I hope you're having a good
The
day.
only one that's a mug is someone with a name you can't even bloody pronounce.
That sounds very racist.
It's
man.
not.
Paul
What's he calling you
Seedhill
a
says
mug for?
Arsenal are
Take
struggling
this
to
off.
keep the ball, and I believe that's true. Mohammed Hamdan says Arsenal isn't winning, mate. Well, I hope to God we make a comeback so that hits you in the face like a shotgun. Kush Masters trying to get me to say something inappropriate. You ever heard of Gabe L-end. If you say it all together, it sounds like you're saying a body part, but in inappropriate slang. Oh my god, I cringe. I'm looking at myself. Anyways, I was supposed to say this. It's been 100 days of Donald Trump in the White House. Chris Hoban doesn't like him. Anyways, I hope you are all excited to play my new single. It's available now on YouTube, SoundCloud, and BandLab. It is called Fifth Round. The only thing I can tell you, it's based on a true story. And Baloo looks half dead. What a shame. I've posted so many videos using the Rolex chain sound. And yet I've only got about 47 views. New Thunderbolts movie in cinemas this Thursday. Won't be interested. It won't have that humour like Deadpool and Wolverine had. I believe that action comedy films are a good combo. There's one movie that I wanted to watch. I think that Wish started in the summer of 2024. I saw it whilst I was walking, I think, out of the cinemas. It was Harold and the Purple Crayon. Let's see if anyone famous has died. Let's start off with rapper. Some guy called Bishop Brigante from Toronto has died from cancer. He was 46. Colorectal cancer, and his son announced it in a social media tribute. Have you heard of We Papa Girl rappers?
No.
One of their members died, Samantha Lawrence, 55. No one I know's died. P. Diddy's trial is coming up in less than a week's time now, May the 5th. Mike Peters, lead singer of The Alarm, dies at 66 after initial cancer diagnosis 30 years ago. So you're telling me he's had cancer for 30 years? Okay, that means he's been battling it since 1995. My God, that guy's a warrior.
Well, he might have got better and then it came back.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Have you ever heard of Roberta Flack from Killing Me, who did the song The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face? There was also another one called Killing Me Softly with his song.
No.
In February this year, they passed away at the age of 88.
Okay, can we talk about something more cheerful, not who's dead?
I'm talking about a lot of things. I know maybe, I should stay relevant. This new character called Mr. Ring-a-Ding from Doctor Who. Who would call a bloody character Mr. Ring-a-Ding?
Funny, Mr. Ring-a-Ding.
Get ready.
That would be a good name for a horse. A show name, Mr. Ring-a-Ding.
If that guy ever scared me, I would have just shot him point blank in the head. I wouldn't care if he was a cartoon. If he was on the other side, I would shoot him if he ever gave me a creepy face. Did you know the new Doctor Who character, the new Doctor is, I think, half Rwandan, half Scottish? All I can say is I'm not being racist, but it's very rare to see a black Scottish person. It's very rare.
Oh dear. That's true, actually.
That's really good.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, they started
David
back on.
Tennant, I believe, was the best one. Anyways, here we go. Let's turn it up. The second half is underway. 45 minutes to save ourselves. Arsenal have 45 minutes to save ourselves. I don't care if I'm desperate to go to the toilet.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with his performance either. I thought he wanted to be the star of the show rather than let the game flow as it should be.
Even Alan Shearer hates the referee.
Choose the time to go and press. They can't go every single
Have
time.
we made any substitutions? It doesn't look like it.
The other thing, obviously, the difficult thing is trying to stop them because they're so good in forward positions.
Get ready for the second half. Here we go. Martin Odegaard gets the second half underway. What has Arteta said to them? Referee, stop play. No, it's for us, I think. Mikel Merino is down. João Neves yet again. He's Damien. Is that Satan's son? I think he's been shown a yellow
that
card.
was an accident, wasn't it?
Finally, he's been cautioned with a booking.
But why? Isn't that not just an accident, Cal? Or are they saying it's like a dangerous tackle?
It wasn't really a dangerous tackle, but it was a bad tackle. If it was a dangerous tackle, it would be something, for example, that Eduardo would have been subjected to. He was a former Arsenal player, by the way. It's one of the worst injuries you will ever see. Also, Maradona got his leg broken on purpose. I think it's Goycochea, his name is pronounced. Now, Declan Rice has scored from a free kick before. Martin Odegaard is going to let him take it. I am very excited for this. Has Donnarumma got some sort of injury there?
Like a big scar?
Yeah, I've seen one of my classmates have that. Won't tell you who it is, though. Rice is going to swing in the free kick. Headed on. Yes! 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 It's 1-1. And it's Mikel Merino. What a start to the second half. Once again. Ian Wright celebrates. The set-piece merchants strike again. No, he's excited. Arsenal are level at the Emirates in the semi-finals of the Champions League. It's Mikel Merino yet again. Rice with the assist. Marino with the goal. Imagine him being our top scorer this season. Arsenal 1. PSG 1. We are right back in this.
As a makeshift striker and now scored 7 goals for Arsenal.
He is an absolute legend.
There is a potential offside.
Oh no.
So this is not done and dusted.
However, they are checking this. They are checking VAR here to see if it's offside. The Emirates Stadium stands mostly in silence. Marino, hopeful that his positioning was enough for him to be onside. There's 5 people watching. There's 3 likes.
Alan Borosak, also like the referee from Slovenia.
This might be a major VAR check here. I didn't really see who it was. Is he going to give the goal? It's still going on. Marino looks like a video game character.
Try and defend.
And the initial joy when the ball entered the net is now replaced by lingering anxiety.
I hope to God they don't disallow this. Otherwise, all that celebrating would be for nothing. Do you prefer Kentucky Fried Crow or Blue Tits McNuggets? What the fuck? Blue it! I'm going for Kentucky Fried Crow.
The crowd all they can see is a giant screen, which first in English and then in French is saying verification of the goal.
I'm feeling 50-50 here. I hope to God they give it. Here we go. VAR. He's offside. He is offside.
It took 3 minutes to decide.
Mikel Merino was deemed to be in an offside position when the goal was scored. So here we go. Yep, he's offside, Mum. Look, look, look.
I don't understand offside anyway.
Mikel Merino was offside. I knew that was coming.
Do you know what? I think the offside rule is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Really?
No, but you would see players standing in a random position.
Well, I don't understand how it bloody works, but it's just shit.
That's why they've tried to make the game competitive. And judging from what we saw, it was a good call from the referee. So now, here's Martinelli. It's booted away by Donnarumma. So all that celebrating was for nothing. Now Merino is going to try another way. He's got it back. He's gone down. It's another free kick for the Gunners. 3 people watching. 3 likes. João Neves, I believe, is going to be sent off.
João Neves, yellow card.
David Raya will look to usher his teammates forward. Every one of the 10 outfield players for Arsenal, they are in the PSG half. Merino, Trossard blocked. Here's Kiwior. He might go for it. It's blocked. Trossard's there. They're claiming handball, the supporters. Saliba to Saka. That's out of play, but we're doing better. I feel that a goal is coming. Reese Rad says, can you see my comments? I can. I can't see them on the phone, but I can see them on my laptop. Arsenal have had 43% ball possession, which means PSG have had 57.
Can you block that person?
It's fine, Mum. I get negative comments all the time. Luis Enrique may start to be looking worried here.
Someone got a fake account or something.
Days when Arsenal were playing their home ties at Wembley, representing Barcelona.
Your fault for your Jakob Kiwior. Trossard. That's going to go out of play for an Arsenal throw-in, I think. No, that's going to be a PSG throw-in. Apologies for the mistake. Do you know the team Forest as in Nottingham Forest? Yes, I do. Here is Marquinhos to Doué up against Gabriel Martinelli. Fabian Hakimi. Here's Doué. He's still going. He's going to go all the way here. Great stuff. Odegaard dispossessed. João Neves. Great stuff from the Gunners. Here's Declan Rice. Leandro Trossard will look to play this forward. It was too much for Rice and PSG regained possession.
Rice scoring, you just couldn't get the direction of the pass right.
Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. Back to Mendes. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz.
Paris Saint-Germain have the ball at the back, but when you press at 2 or 3s, unless you go as a full team, this team will pick you off.
João Neves. Ashraf Hakimi.
Ashraf Hakimi. Ousmane Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Ashraf Hakimi. Ousmane Dembele. PSG have somehow still got it. Great catch from David Raya. Now Arsenal will be able to have time on the ball. Do you know Morgan Gibbs-White? Yes, I do. I think he was a former Wolverhampton Wanderers player.
Things about Jakub Kiwior standing in for Gabriel medium term have been largely unfounded.
Oh, exactly.
This is lovely from Declan Rice here. Play it forward. Trossard could be in. It's Leandro Trossard. How has he not scored? How has Trossard not scored? How has he not scored?
Great run from Declan Rice.
The dog, I don't care. Damn, did you swallow a squirrel or did the priest... Oh my god. Bite your nuts off because you sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Trash bag, yo. You've got a trash bag. Got a trash bean bag. You know which one I'm talking about. Do you like him as a footballer? There's nothing wrong about him, so why should I not? Trossard must be frustrated.
It's a difference at Villa Park for PSG.
Saka.
And it's Trossard.
Trossard! Oh, PSG are going to get that away. You might get it back, though.
Vitinha finally doing so. Now the referee brings it back.
The referee's going to bring it back for a PSG free kick. No jokes, nothing but love.
But you're right about Donnarumma.
The second bit he said sounds so paedophile related. Yes, it is. Priest, bite your nuts off. Priest is the key word. And we all know some of them are wrong uns. Anyways, Baloo is dead. It is of course it's 1-0 to PSG. Marino thought he had scored, but he was offside. If you go back about 10 to 12 minutes of this live stream, you'll be able to see my reaction to the disallowed goal. Here come Arsenal. Urien Timber. PSG getting tired here. Timber finds Saka. He's been clipped. No foul, says the referee. Martin Odegaard. Donnarumma.
Again, you can hear the frustration of the Arsenal fans. Again, it's Neves, but he does get the ball again. He has to time it right, and he certainly did that.
Grrr. Trossard to Jakub Kiwior. He's got to get that away from the PSG goal scorer Ousmane Dembele. Long ball. Martinelli giving chase. Marquinhos clearing it away from his Brazilian counterpart. João Neves. Oh, he's had a bit of a tumble there. He still has it. He's booted it long. Doué. That was a foul on Miles Lewis-Skelly there. It's going to be a free kick for the Gunners. 59th minute.
Trick or two. You have to accept that not all of them are going to come off, but when they do, it's something special.
Doué tried to be slick there. He's grabbing his hand as if he's P. Diddy trying to lure one of the men into a party. PSG gonna win. Arsenal bottles it like always. Arsenal is like Callan. No nuts and no guts. What do you mean no nuts and no guts? I do have nuts. I was never castrated.
Way out to Bukayo Saka.
Trash bag yo.
Trash bag. Trash bag by name. Trash bag by name.
Timber into the area.
That cross. It's comfortable for Hakimi.
Ashraf Hakimi
He's already
plays it forward. Great defending there from Miles Lewis-Skelly up against Douay. Hakimi. Marquinhos. Martinelli trying to scare the PSG defence, and Martin Odegaard is joining in. So is Bukayo Saka. They're all going to start piling on the PSG midfield and defence. Dembele helping out. Ashraf Hakimi bringing the ball forward. Ousmane Dembele. He's got one already. Will he get another? Here he is again. You've got to close him down. It's played through. Good tackle. What a great tackle. Hakimi almost made it 2-0.
Great tackle from Saliba. Yes. It had to be.
Leandro Trossard. That's out of play. Tell your mum to deliver you some snacks, cheese, instead of chiming in on our friendly chat. This is Ivan on an account.
Buts and maybes. But for that moment of indiscipline by Thomas Partey, 5 minutes from the end of the game in Madrid.
Thomas Partey is watching the game with his kid in the stands.
Dembele in the first 3 minutes. I think he would have been there sweeping that up.
Miles Lewis-Skelly. 8 total attempts, 5 on target. PSG haven't had a shot yet in this game. Kiwior. David Raya. Saka. Hakimi. Vitinha. Oh, that was a foul. That was stupid. That was a foul. Oh, and Douay's down now. The pain! The pain! Gabriel Martinelli, I think, tried to get in there. Oh, and then, oh, it was Marino, the man who had his goal disallowed.
50 million euros from Rennes, his first club last summer. Brother and a cousin who both play in the French league, who are supposed to be pretty useful as well.
That's a long ball. Headed away. That was a mistake there. Saliba coming in. No pen. No pen. Oh, come on. Yes. Good stuff, Trossard. Keeping it in play. Lewis-Skelly to Jakub Kiwior. Oh, what a stupid pass, and Raya grabs. If Dembele got a touch, we would have been screwed. We're into the final third of the game. It's the 63rd minute. Arsenal 0, PSG 1.
Leandro Trossard.
Leandro Trossard to Mikel Merino. Back to Trossard. Lovely play.
Sweetly done by the Belgian.
Mikel Merino. Here is Declan Rice. Urian Timber. Odegaard. Timber. To Bukayo Saka against Nuno Mendes. Odegaard. Trossard. Marino. Will we find an opening? The pass is blocked and PSG will get it away. Here go PSG. Vitinha. Oh, great. Douay's down again. Ousmane Dembele.
At the moment for PSG, he's now picked himself up. Together with Lewis-Skelly.
Oh, Doué, how? I didn't even see him. Ashraf Hakimi finds João Neves. Also, just to let you know that on the 22nd of May, in 23 days' time, I have got a collaboration album coming out with Lil White called Lil CMP, and I hope you will all tune in. He is planning to release it on all streaming platforms. Here is Vitinha.
Every Tuesday night for the Champions
Lovely
League.
footwork from him.
Also the case for all of the next 2 seasons. And next week we are in the San Siro for the second leg of Inter against Barcelona.
We face either Inter or Barcelona if we reach the Champions League final. Jurrien Timber is letting that go out of play.
But the 4 attacking options that he's got.
Some guy there is trying to line up the PSG crowd while they're already winning 1-0. It's the 66th minute.
Really is. You can see that PSG are just trying to slow the game down a bit and kill the crowd a little bit more.
David Raya finds Jakub Kiwior. Mikel Merino to David Raya. Saka. Odegaard. Mikel Merino. Into the area. Jurrien Timber.
They did the right thing there. Timber not letting him out and not fouling him. Put him in a difficult position. Worst he's going to do is kick it out for an Arsenal throw and so be it.
It's Declan Rice.
Driving force for Arsenal.
Oh my bloody God, please keep that in play. I love you, Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. David Raya. William Saliba.
Continue to be a proper handful.
Miles Lewis Skelly. Saka. This may be it. What was that pass, Saka? That was awful. Here's Kvaratskhelia. If we lose by 1 goal, I promise you we'll win the second leg, says Umzi Nkaniwa. Sorry, that was the first time I was pronouncing that name. Hi, I'm back, says Enes. Hello to you too. Welcome back.
A team of poise. Increasing polish.
Ashraf Hakimi to Marquinhos.
Time they play Premier League opponents this season. 3 wins and 3 defeats. They've landed a couple of knockout blows. Arteta going to go to Paris, one of his old stomping grounds. He had 18 months on loan as a teenager at PSG. Going to visit the French capital, with his side still very much in contention.
Martinelli to Lewis Skelly. Jakub Kiwior. Oh, come on! Who's that? Oh, of course, it's fucking Dembele. You're not even crying! Get off!
A time-wasting issue.
Get up the ground!
His feelings very clear to the 4th official.
Oh, PSG making. No worries, bruh. Nice try, though. Thanks, Umzi and Kanywa. That's a nice name. I can pronounce Kvaratskhelia. Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. And that's a guy from Georgia. Konstantinos Mavropanos.
A luxurious depth to their squad.
I hope to God Dembele's the guy that's coming off. I don't care what position he's in, I hope he gets substituted.
Well, it is the goal scorer coming off.
It is Ousmane Dembele who is walking off the field.
What a finish it was.
Also, today marks 2 years since I released the single Drogba.
In off the post.
That was released on, of course, April the 29th of 2023. Barcola is coming on.
With a mere 18 goals and 16 assists comes on.
18 goals and 16 assists. Jesus Christ. So we're bloody cooked. At least Dembele won't be traumatising us anymore tonight. We're bringing on Ben White.
Significantly, Ben White is stripping off.
Why did he remind me of Liam Payne there? He's morphed into him. After he died, son of Liam Payne got morphed into Ben White. Urien Timber looks like he'll be the one coming off. He's on the sidelines with one of the staff members, the medical team of Arsenal.
Saliba.
Here we go. William Saliba.
Thought they had found
Miles
the
Lewis
equaliser
Skelly.
2 minutes into this second period.
Jakob Kiwior to William Saliba. Urien Timber finds Saka.
Saka.
Martin Odegaard.
Trossard.
Leandro Trossard.
Martinelli.
Gabriel Martinelli with the cross. Headed away.
In by Rice.
Rice gets it back for the Gunners. Kiwior. To Lewis Skelly, I think that was. Yeah, Rice. To Saliba. Martin Odegaard. Jakob Kiwior. Lovely ball there.
To get through that midfield on the occasion that he did.
Able to be that regular marauding presence.
Here's Martin Odegaard.
Here is Rice.
Rice.
Kiwior.
To Jakob Kiwior.
Martinelli.
Gabriel Martinelli. Declan Rice. Martin Odegaard.
Timber available wide.
Urien Timber.
Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard into the area.
And Donnarumma.
It's a poor ball in. Too much height on it. You're inviting the goalkeeper to
Someone
contact it when you
with the
fall
account
in
name
like that.
Vote Reform UK says you better be voting Reform on May the 1st. Should I say something about that?
Like that and it's floated in. It makes it so much
Okay.
easier for the goalkeeper rather than whip it in with pace, which he and defenders hate.
Lovely turn from Timber. I'm yelling, Timber, you better move. Jakob Kiwior picks out Saliba, I think that is, yeah. Rice to Saliba. Raya. Long ball. It's kept in play, but now it's within the possession of PSG. If he scores from that, thank Christ he didn't. Otherwise, Arsenal would have been truly humiliated by the former Napoli man. He saw David Raya off his line, but the effort was too wide.
At the moment he's playing as a centre forward for PSG, but he's shortly to be replaced.
Trossard, be careful. Free kick Arsenal. That was the right decision. We're coming up to the 2-hour mark on the live stream. We're 75 minutes into the game. That's a lovely ball.
Timber.
Who is that? Urien Timber to Bukayo Saka. Timber. Oh no, he's going to lose it. What a poor touch. But it's come out to Saka, so at least Arsenal still have possession. Martin Odegaard finds Miles Lewis-Skelly. Jakub Kiwior finds Declan Rice. Saka.
Timber.
Urien Timber to Saka. Against Mendes, it's a good challenge from the Portuguese international.
Get past Nunes.
Struggling to find a way through at the minute, Arsenal, aren't they? A lot of classes, left to right, right to left. That much joy or success.
There's the throw.
That's going to be a throw-in for PSG.
Beyond this technical area and tries to whip up the crowd.
Arteta's also having a word with Timber over there, asking him whether he's all right. And then he's giving him the thumbs up.
Doué is off for Gonzalo Ramos.
Champions League for years to come. And replaced by the Portuguese international.
He scored a hat-trick against Switzerland at the 2022 World Cup. Do you think Ducks Thinking Quack says Enners? Well, I don't know. I don't know what man's yapping on about. Miles Lewis-Skelly finds Jakub Kiwior to William Saliba. We come forward again. Timber finds Bukayo Saka. As of April 27th, this is the only trophy we can win this season. Trossard. Saka. He's still going. Saka! Good save by Donnarumma, and the flag is up for offside. But that was a scary moment for PSG there. When Odegaard played that ball through to Trossard, I think Trossard was in an offside position.
He's got the ball at his feet like that, because you know you just can't touch him in the box. But it's going to have to be something special to beat him.
And of course it's not story over if Arsenal do go down 1-0 here. Manchester City enjoyed a 2-goal lead in Paris. Some time when they were letting leads slip. This is
Here come PSG.
And it's Bradley Barcola.
It's Barcola. Shot over the bar. João Neves could have made it 2-0 to PSG there. And that would have possibly been good night for the Gunners.
Conceding the second one, you have massive concerns.
I believe that if this was with Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, it would have been worse for us. But Mbappe, he played against us when he was at Real Madrid and we still beat him. Trossard finds Mikel Merino.
Really good play from Trossard. Good centre forward play.
Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka with some fancy footwork up against Kvaratskhelia and Gonzalo Ramos.
Hero to step forward.
Martin Odegaard finds Jakub Kiwior.
Martinelli.
Gabriel Martinelli against Hakimi. Martinelli whips the ball in. It's headed away and it will be cleared away by Fabian Ruiz. Declan Rice coming up towards him. Here is Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. No new messages since Enna's message. Do you think Ducks Thinking Quacks? You are one curious human being, Ennas. Make sure to like the live stream if you haven't and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. That would be absolutely amazing. I'm on 15,961 subscribers, which is good. 701 views in the last 48 hours. Here is Kvaratskhelia. Shot. Way off target. Way. 80th minute. We've got 10 minutes plus stoppage time to save ourselves. Look at how aggressive they're jumping up and down. Look at that. I love to see that. I know it's the opposition team, but I just love what they're doing here.
They were at it for hours before if the streets surround the Emirates.
Here is Martin Odegaard. David Raya. He's got to get that away. And it's going to come out to a PSG player in Nuno Mendes. Or Nuno Mendes. That's how I'm going to pronounce his name from now on. That's the easiest way. We've been doing better in the second half. Scared PSG there. With a goal that was eventually disallowed. Ben White looks as if he's going to come on now. Arteta giving instructions to the former Brighton player that came to the Gunners in 2021 for £50 million. Declan Rice finds Martin Odegaard. It's back to Rice. Odegaard. Martinelli. Odegaard has it again. Saliba to Declan Rice. William Saliba.
Left to right and backwards again.
Jakob Kiwior with a long ball. And Martinelli gives chase. But it's into the gloves of Gianluigi Donnarumma.
So have Arsenal been poor, or have PSG just been very, very good and effective?
I think they've been really good. When they've had to, they've punished Arsenal as early as it was, but when they've had to defend, they've also defended.
Do you know what's so annoying? The fact we've conceded in the 4th minute of the game. That's not usually what Arsenal are like. I'm still on 15,961 subs. I am 39 away from hitting 16,000. Reece Rad is back. Cats or dogs? Can't decide. They're too gorgeous. They're too cute. I'd go with both. How is that a handball? Accidental. Ball to hand. It's the 83rd minute. The referee is finally going to let Ben White enter the field. Jurrien Timber's night has come to an end. He has done all he can to help out the Gunners. A 5th person has liked this live stream. Whoever that was, you're a good person. Marquinhos finds Nuno Mendes. Lovely ball, and that's going to be headed away. Ben White getting his first piece of action, clearing it away from the vicinity of Kvaratskhelia. I hear whistles being blown. Trying to put off the players. That successfully worked in, I think, the France versus Gibraltar match. Do you hear that? Whistles are being blown. What idiots. It's the 84th minute. There it is again. Oh shit, they're in. Barcola to seal it for PSG. And he's missed. And Arsenal breathe a huge sigh of relief. Barcola is one of PSG's danger men.
And Arsenal couldn't live with it.
Gonzalo Ramos helping out with Barcola there.
Doesn't even hit the target, Barcola.
Just wide. I liked and subbed. Thank you very much, Reece Rad, for doing that.
Saka became involved, the flag went up.
Saka, I think, is offside. There's Mikel Merino.
incessant battle.
Not had a lot to shout about tonight, the Arsenal fans. They were brilliant before the game, but they were all of a sudden quieting down with that early goal. It's been hard work ever since.
That's a lovely ball from Marquinhos. He's played it through. The flag has stayed down. Gonzalo Ramos clatters the crossbar. PSG miss yet another chance to make it 2-0. I need to go to sleep now, says Reece Rad. You do that. I cannot force you in any way possible. I don't even know where you live, so you do that. Good night, Reece Rad, and I hope you enjoyed watching the live stream, chatting with me along the way.
But again, they're fortunate.
See what you've done to my dog, Arsenal? You've killed him. You've literally killed him. He's in an invisible pool of blood.
Got 5 minutes.
This should be classified as murder.
Very good Paris Saint-Germain side who have been the better team. I don't think many would argue about that.
Saka.
Bukayo Saka finds Martin Odegaard. Tried to play it back to Saka, but PSG will get it away. Here is Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. That's a long ball. Miles Lewis-Skelly can't get to that, and Hakimi could pounce. That's a foul by Hakimi on Lewis-Skelly. Arsenal will take the free kick. Mikel Merino goes down. Play on, says the referee. That is another free kick. Foul. Declan Rice finds Bukayo Saka dispossessed. He's going to take the throw in. Ben White. Declan Rice. Up into the left wing position where Gabriel Martinelli is at. Martinelli goes down. Okay. It's a free kick. It's a foul once again by Hakimi. It's in the 87th minute of the game. Martinelli nutmegged Hakimi there. Was there really enough, Mum?
This could just be what they've been.
This could be it. PSG are in a very, very awkward position now. They could just play it to Lewis-Skelly.
Only one guy going to take it.
There's only one man that is going to take it.
Do with it a couple of times 3 weeks ago.
I think he's going to try and whip it as hard as he can to that far post in the hook.
7 people watching now, 5 likes. Make sure to like the live stream if you haven't liked it yet. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We've just gone past the 2-hour mark. We're in the 88th minute of the game. Declan Rice is going to take this free kick. Donnarumma with a blank face. Maybe a lot of worries inside his head. I'm so excited for this. This could be our moment. Declan Rice is going to take the free kick. In it comes. Martinelli's there. Kvaratskhelia clears. Bukayo Saka is going to let that go out for a throw-in.
Too many bodies in there, wasn't it? Such a tight angle to do it from.
Here we go. Let's see this. Rice. And then Martinelli was there.
Someone's going to get a touch on it.
But the touch was too loose on the chest from Martinelli. And that's how Kvaratskhelia found it easy to clear the ball away. Declan Rice with a lovely ball to Ben White. It's headed away. Odegaard's there, but so is once again Kvaratskhelia. Saka tries to keep it in play. That's going to be a PSG throw-in. The referee is stopping play for a substitution to be made. Number 33 for PSG is coming on.
This season's Champions League anyway. The 19-year-old taking the place of João Neves.
João Neves' night is over. It's the 89th minute and PSG are getting ever so closer to winning. Zaire Emery is coming on.
Ethan Nwaneri is ready to come on for
Ethan Nwaneri's ready to come on. I believe it will be for Bukayo Saka, who's had not the best game, but Must have been a great experience for him, playing in a Champions League semi-final. I won't be sad if we lose, because we've got the second leg to spare. We got loads of time to think practically. We can see our Premier League games as our studies, a part of our studies. David Raya will boot it long. Saka, it's booted away, 90th minute. Ben White will take it. Referee's going to stop play to bring on Zet. No, Ethan Nwaneri. Martin Odegaard's night is over. He's done his bit.
Well, it's the young buck Ethan Nwaneri in place of the skipper.
Ethan Nwaneri is coming on. Our super sub. What has he got up his sleeves? 5 minutes of second half stoppage time. We need 5 minutes. We need to score a goal in 5 minutes.
Well marshalled. Well, next Tuesday we'll be in the San Siro for Inter against
Luis
Barcelona.
Skelly,
Second leg of
Kiwior,
that semi-final.
Saliba,
Live on Prime.
Bukayo Saka, Marino. Hakimi heads it out of play. Arsenal will get the throw-in. Luis Skelly will throw it to Jakub Kiwior. Luis Skelly. David Raya. William Saliba. Ben White finds Ethan Nwaneri. We're into the 2nd minute of stoppage time in the second half. Ben White to William Saliba. David Raya. I don't know why we're passing it around the back when we're 1-0 down and we're in second half stoppage time. The only thing that we need to do is get the ball up the field. We've made mistakes at the back. Why are we not really taking them into account? At last, the ball is booted into the PSG half as Saka challenges for it against Nuno Mendes. PSG will clear it. Pacho leaves it for Donnarumma to boot long. It's gone out of play for an Arsenal throw-in. Ben White takes. Oh, pounced on! Trossard! Nwaneri! Martinelli! That was awful! That was absolutely awful from Gabriel Martinelli. He should have scored there. That could have been our moment. A mistake at the back. Rice pounces. Trossard to Nwaneri. Leaves it on a plate for Martinelli. But decides to do a reverse Lee Harvey Oswald and shoot into the stands. Nwaneri should have been brought in earlier in the second half. Couldn't agree with you more. Umzi Unkaniwa. Finally, I got your name right. Rice. It's not over yet. Trossard. Saka. Leandro Trossard. Rice. Ben White. Nwaneri. Finds Ben White. Marino. Nwaneri. Gives it away. But Declan Rice gets it back for the Gunners. He's got to be very careful there. We've got less than 2 minutes to save ourselves. Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli. Hakimi with the challenge. Applause rings around the Emirates Stadium. It's a corner for the Gunners. We are corner merchants. We have to do this. This is one of our last chances. There's the legendary man.
Orchestrated by the set-piece coach, Nicolas Chauvin.
One of the best. A sixth person has liked this live stream. This is one of my best live streams ever. Declan Rice is going to swing in this corner.
Last opportunity.
Last few seconds, last minute of the game. Rice with the corner. Oh, you fucking idiot. Why did you foul Donnarumma? Why did you foul him?
Getting the pat on the head from his defenders.
And that's it. 20 seconds left. And surely now, that is it. In it comes. And Ben White comes in behind, knocks down Donnarumma. The 5 minutes are up. So when Donnarumma kicks this ball, the game will end.
Oh, what a waste of time.
And there goes the final whistle. PSG are 90 minutes away from reaching the Champions League final for the first time since 2020. Arsenal need 90 minutes to save themselves, to help them reach the Champions League final for the first time since 2006, to potentially wipe away the heartbreak of 2006. Ousmane Dembele's 4th minute goal proved to be the winner.
To ensure that they're not down and out in London and Paris.
Arsenal played all right, better in the second half. We had a goal disallowed early on through Mikel Merino. The final score at the Emirates Stadium is Arsenal 0, PSG 1. I blame you, Gabriel Martinelli. You should have scored in the first half, but you didn't. So, Arsenal have 90 minutes to pick up the pieces. Will PSG scatter them more for the Gunners? Thank you so much for watching this live stream that has been going on for 133 minutes right now. I will see you all on the next one, and bye.
Search Barclays Football to find out more.